I came out of the plane with my daughter. The only thing I really grabbed was her and her medicine. So probably a few seconds after we felt the impact of hitting something that made us stop is when I grabbed her and her medicine, and I kept looking over to see if the flight attendant had opened the door. And once I saw she had opened the door, I said, okay, we gotta go. And in that last moment of opening the doors, when I hit my ribs on the armrest, just because I was leaning over to see where the flight attendant was, if there was an announcement or what had happened. Right after that, I grabbed my daughter, I grabbed the medicine. There was people everywhere, people pulling her back, pulling me back, trying to jump in front of us. It was chaos. There was luggage everywhere, and people were screaming. I just remember kids, like a lot of kids screaming, and their moms screaming with them. I grabbed her, got let go a couple times, grabbed her again, and then finally I grabbed onto her arm. I said, I'm not letting you go. We're getting out of here. We got to get out. I'm not leaving you on the plane. We got out of the plane, and I honestly don't remember exactly right away what we stepped onto, because there was no stairs, there was no chute, it was a mud bank. So we got out, and literally a few inches down there was a mud bank. So we climbed down, we jumped onto the mud bank, and then we saw Father Ezequiel, who is the priest that celebrated my daughter's quinceañera in Mexico, and he's from our hometown. We were all there to celebrate many things that week, including my daughter's 15th and his 50th. We saw him. We said, Father Ezequiel, let's go. We have to go. And he said, no. He said, you guys go. Just take everybody with you. Just you guys go. Just run that way and take. So we told whoever was around us, let's go. We held strangers' hands, literally. We were just dragging each other all the way up until another mud bank that was kind of a little bit of a hill, and many people at that point, it was hailing and just hailing and windy, and we were getting pelted by hail, and people were leaving actually like their shoes and everything, because as they would climb up to try to get on the road that we were all trying to get to walk to wherever, they were leaving their shoes, they were leaving anything behind, just grabbing each other. We walked up the little hill, and then we ran, walk as fast as we could away from the airplane. We didn't know exactly, I didn't want to let anybody look back. I grabbed onto my daughter's head and I said, you know what, just don't look back, just look straight. And she said, Mom, the plane. I'm like, don't look back. So I looked back, just glancing, and my heart sank, because at that moment I felt like we were really only the group that was with us. I felt we're the only ones that were the survivors. I felt like there was absolutely no possible way anyone survived, just by the look of how the flames were from the plane, and the gray smoke, even in the pounding rain, had turned to black. So we said, okay, let's just go. So Kayla was crying. We were all crying, because first we didn't know if the plane was going to explode. We were walking away from the plane, which it seemed like we were walking, obviously, we didn't know where the terminal was or where we were walking like away from the plane, and we said, well, we don't know where the terminal is, we don't know where the airport is, are we walking the right way? Are we walking away from help? Are we walking towards help? We just were walking. I had no idea where we were. And one of the first calls my daughter made with her phone was to her dad. And I think in her just hysteria of screaming and yelling of where are we, she was telling her dad, we crashed. And what I came to find out once home safe is that her dad actually thought that she was calling to say goodbye. So that in and of itself was hard, because I was not really listening to their conversations too much. I was more focusing on which way we needed to go to get away from the plane. And I said, Kayla, just give me the phone. So when I grabbed the phone, I was like, please just get my family that lives in Durango, just please have them come back for us. I was not this calm. We were all crying and probably screaming and trying to get people to follow us. I said, just have them come back for us, please. Just have them come back to pick us up. I'll tell you where we are, once we know.